Welcome back to my channel. And we're here doing another created characters, and I'm showing off some of my 80s love for the 80s animation. So let's get started. Start at the very top here. We got ourselves Skeletor. Let's take a look at this guy here. Yep, here he is. This beauty here didn't take me very long. I think he took me about, I want to say about a half hour to come up with all this. This is like my first one I put together here. And the shoulder pads I kind of use. Skeletor doesn't really do a lot of armor in the cartoons. I mean, I think there's an episode or two where he throws on like this enchanted like armor that makes him a little bit more stronger, and it gives him like abilities and stuff. Like I've seen that one, but this one here is more, I don't know, I went with a little bit more like a shaman kind of feel to it, along with his, really highlight his sorcery kind of use here. This is I think they call this one the Warlock's tunic here. Let's see here, which one is it? Truth Seeker is what they call this one. This one's called Truth Seeker, and I went in with the colors a bit, and I played with them, and the colors are already pretty good. I didn't think they clashed too much with his purple and blue skin going on here. It wasn't too bad. I love the gems and stuff. The belt is what really sold it for me, is him having all like the stuff and the tools and whatnot, and the dagger and the book, because Skeletor's he's a sorcerer. So, but he's also not afraid to throw down, which I love. I love this. He's definitely hands down my favorite villain besides Darkseid. Darkseid is still like up there for me. The face is something I feel like I need to work on still. I don't really like it the way it came out. I want a little bit more skeleton features. I mean, it kind of has that phantomish look to it, and I don't know. There's something missing for me. I want to see more of it, but as far as everything else goes, I love the look. I love the texture of the skin. I love everything else got going on, but the face, I need to work on the face more. Yeah, what else do we have here? I didn't give him any shoes because in the cartoon he's usually barefoot, and I like it that way. I mean, I still, when I do these, I try to keep as clean to as loyal to the source as I can, but I also want to give it my own little flair, my own little look to it here. So yeah, I gave him a Geralt's style, which is the one you get. Great, you're gonna hear that on the recording. Just so you guys know, I live like literally like spitting distance from the one-ways here in my small town, and it's right outside my window, and you can hear every car going by. So if you guys hear that in the audio, I'm sorry. Please bear with it. Eventually, I'll have a big boy set up, and you won't catch any of that kind of stuff. But till then, this is what I got. Anyhow, getting back on course, I gave him the Geralt style, and it went with him well, because this is like he's dual-wielding swords, and in the comics, and I seen him use the two swords he's got, and he combined them into one. But I like the dual wielding of the swords was really cool, and I like seeing him like one hand using magic and one hand using the sword. So I thought the Geralt style was like the perfect one for him. I know it doesn't give him his staff, because the staff is like one of his main things that you see him with all the time. But I don't know. It's Soul Calibur the sword. It worked for me. And that's why I gave him these cuffs too, because I thought the cuffs were, it kind of looks like the top of his staff there. So we got an ancient is the one that we went with. Ancient tribe is what I got of him here, and it comes like the bones and whatnot. I thought it looked really cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, this is my Skeletor here. He looks pretty good. Let me see if I can get a little sample of the voice here that I gave him. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a good one too for his voice. He's got the little like nasally kind of crazy voice that the Skeletor has. You would never expect a guy of his stature to have like a little voice there. I guess he's kind of got like the Mike Tyson thing going on, which is pretty badass. Here is my HeMan, which I'll let you know right now before he comes up. Yeah, well, there he is. I'm not really too happy with this one. Honestly, I made this one just because I already had a Skeletor, and to be honest with you guys, I never watched He-Man for He-Man. I always watched He-Man for Skeletor. because I always thought Skeletor was cool. Even when I was a kid, I was like, he's way cooler than HeMan. He's funny. He's got magic, and he's got his cooler setup. He's got a cooler cat. I don't know. I love HeMan. He's cool. I do like him. But, he's basically just, sword and sorcery version of Superman. He's kind of got it all, but I mean that's a little yawn, a little boring for my taste. But I made this one half-heartedly. I did not go into this one with a lot of like ideal and like go in here like with a whole plan. I'm gonna do this. Like no, this was basically me putting this together really quick just so I could see them fight. But yeah, this is the He-Man one I did. Like I said, I half-assed the symbol on the chest. It's not really my best work. But, yeah, I gave him the Mitsurugi style because it's the closest thing I could find to the sword, which those of you who are enthusiasts of the old 80s movies, you should know whose sword this is. This is not the He-Man sword. And if you don't know who this He-Man sword is, or whose sword this is, then you should be ashamed of yourself. Find out which sword this is. I'm not even going to tell you whose sword this is. You should know whose sword this is. But, anyways, that's that one. I mean, the colors are there for this one, but, yeah, like I said, it's not my best work, and I wasn't really too. The only thing I really liked about it was, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it on your screen, is his little icon over there, the little card I gave him there for the picture. I like that one. I thought it came out pretty well. But, yeah, that's that. That's He-Man. Yawn. Moving on. I made Evelyn. She's pretty great. This one also took me a little bit of time because I wanted to mess around with the textures on her clothing more. I noticed she's got like the spider web thing going on some of her clothes in some of the comics, and in the cartoon she's kind of like a plain, flat over, like solid purples and whatnot with her pale skin. And I wanted to do that for her. I kind of wanted, like I said, to bring both in. I think I gave her Ivy's boots. I'm pretty sure these are Ivy's boots, which went well with her character. And I like the tunic hanging down was cool. And like I said, this is like a very like elegant spiderweb kind of thing going on. And Evelyn is elegant. She's elegant. She's powerful. And she's got the balls. she's got everything she needs to be on her own thing. But I like that she's there with Skeletor, kind of like their chemistry always reminded me of like your best friend having a really bad idea, but you're helping them out with it anyways. That's kind of the vibe I always got from them. Like I feel like Evelyn is, in a way, she's more of the leader, but she lets Skeletor do his thing because he still is pretty powerful and all that good jazz. That's just how I always looked at it. But yeah, this was Evelyn here. I enjoyed this one a lot. I thought it turned out really well. I was happy with how she looked with this weapon. Here, I gave her the Zasalamil scythe here, Balor. It is pretty cool with her. It looks good when she swings it around. She looks damn good when she swings this thing, and it looks really good with her. I thought it was one of those like first try. Didn't even see what other weapons went with her because I just like this just looks good. It gets the job done. It looks damn good with her. So I left that for her there, and I thought it looked amazing. Like, looks good. And did I say that it looked good? Because it looks good. But yeah, this one's her. Let's see what other equipment I gave her there. Huntress suit. I thought it looked good there too with the whole straps in the back. And she has like the cool design on her boob cups. I don't know, I guess her boob armor is what it's called, the booby armor that she's got rocking there. In the cartoon, she has like looks like almost like skeleton, like bat wings on there. But like I said, I wanted to keep like the whole elegant thing going on for her because I always see her as that. She's a lady, but she's also a warrior. She's pretty awesome. I think her voice was one I enjoyed too. I think.
Let's get this over.
Yeah, she's kind of like she's kind of bored with it, and that's always a vibe I got from her in the comics too, and in the book, like in the cartoons. She's always like, whatever, I'll do this, I guess. And then I made Shira again. I am all about the bad guys in the '80s cartoons, man, and Shira is another one of these where I'm like, I guess I'll make Shira. I made Evelyn. I'll make Shira because I want to see Evelyn fight Shira. But yeah, this is Shira here, and it's not really again not my best, not my proudest work here. if I may be honest, this is not my proudest work, but it is. It's something, I guess. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on the good guys here on this one. So, yeah. All right. So that takes care of the Master of the Universe people. That's the four I made. I made the main and the protagonist and the antagonist, and then over here I move off into the Thundercats. Here's Mumrah. Mumrah. There is a hilarious video out there that has Mumrah singing "I Like It Raw" from ODB from the Wu-Tang Clan, and some genius out there managed to supercut all of his audio to make him singing the song "I Like It Raw" from ODB. If you haven't seen it, please go look for it. Honestly, I won't feel bad if you stop watching right now and go look for that video because it's great. It's amazing. Look it up, find it, watch it, laugh at it, watch it again. But yeah, this is Mumrah. I made him here. He's got his whole the arms resting vibe here. He's digging it, man. But yeah, I gave him, I can't remember the guy's name right now because when I played Soul Calibur pretty much in Soul Calibur 3, I've kind of checked out of most of the storyline, and I've just been like obsessed with making my own characters because I love games that lets you design and make your own guy. It's just it's great. I know it kind of clashes ideals with his the Native American headdress here, going with his he's supposed to be like an Egyptian mummy aesthetic kind of going on there, but I changed it a bit so to match because I was working with what I got, man. All right, and that's what you want to hear. I was doing the best I had with what I got. But yeah, I don't think it turned out too bad. The symbol on the chest turned out pretty well. It looks very Mumrah, and gave him the snakes around the arm. He's got the scorpions there on the bottom. Barefoot again, because in the comics, like he's always like in the cartoons and comics, he's always an old man that's kind of hunched over and in like a red robe, and then when he calls on his powers, he turns into this like really ripped, evil mummy guy, and I thought it was really cool. He's always been pretty neat, but he's always been the discount version of Skeletor, in my opinion. But that's just mine. Whatever. If you like Mumrah more than Skeletor, that's cool. I personally like Skeletor the best. But yeah, I dug it though. I thought this one was good. This one's nice. So, what else did I do here? His voice was pretty cool because Mumrah's voice is always kind of.
This fight will be a pleasure.
It was alright. It's close I can get to it, I suppose. His voice gets a lot deeper, and he's kind of got like a mouthful of like sharp teeth, and he's kind of like a gurgly kind of sound when he talks. So, but he's this is it though, Mumrah. All right, we're gonna move from Mumrah to the rest of the Thundercats here. I'm gonna go backwards, so I'll leave Lionel for the end. But here's Tigra. It's the white tiger. I think I might have went a little overboard on the tiger patterns on the pants. I think I might move that to the tunic there, the loincloth, I believe that's called. I think I might move it over to that. But I was pretty happy with this one. I thought this one turned out pretty cool. I gave him crap, I wish I could I need to get the names down better so I actually sound like I know at least some of Soul Calibur, because I could already imagine if anybody ever comments on this stuff, they're going to be like, well, you don't even know the names, and poser, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I don't care. I play this game because I enjoy the combat, and I enjoy making my own characters, and it's really fun, and I love doing this kind of stuff. And hopefully you guys like seeing this kind of stuff. And if you do like seeing this kind of stuff, I'm going to throw this in there. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep doing more. And even if you don't, I'm still going to do more. Anyhow, yeah, this is the Tigra one I got here. And I think I'm going to pull back on some of the tiger stripes. I'm going to go back in and probably pull some of that away. And I'll probably save that for another video where I go through and I kind of like polish off some of these guys and see what you guys think. But yeah, this is the one I did here for him. I thought it turned out pretty well. The eyes were pretty cool. They gave him the tiger striped esque kind of feel to it. And there's like a elvish kind of characters you can pick as like your base here, so you get like the pointed ears, and I like that idea too. It gives them like character and makes them more cat like, and I really dig that one. Ooh, I should try to make Inuyasha. I'm gonna do that in another video. I think I'll do a different video making Inuyasha. I'm gonna keep going with the 80s guys here. But yeah, this is Tigra. I was pretty happy with this one. I thought it turned out pretty good. He was the last one I made. I did make all these in order, but I'm going backwards because I'm most proud of Panthro and Tiger. Or Lionel, sorry. Here we are. Oh, I'm sorry. Tigra was this one. The other one is the shit. I forgot. I can't remember his name right now. It was right. It was written right there, and I didn't even look at it. I'm sorry. So sorry, guys. This one is Tigra. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. Anyhow, but yeah, this is the one I use here for him, and I had just got done watching the 2010 one. I think it's the 2010 series that came out, and it was pretty good, especially compared to the other series there. I mean, for those who love Thundercats, watch that other run of the one that they did. They changed the story around quite a bit, but it was not in a bad way. It turned out really well. I liked the storyline between how things went. It was a little bit less. It didn't feel as like much of a copy of the HeMan story. It definitely had its own flair going on. But yeah, I gave Tigra because he's got a whip in the cartoon, so I gave him the Ivy sword, there, the whip sword. Yeah, I thought he turned out pretty good though. I like this one as well. Like I really enjoyed the tiger makeup on him. I thought I did pretty well, and he had just enough tiger stripe. Yeah, just the little tunic on the arm, and I gave him the ponytail, just kind of separate him from the look of Lionel. Kind of give him that whole thing going on. I wish I could have found a way to give him tiger stripes on his hair, because that way I could have made it look like that was his tiger tail or whatever. But yeah, this one's it. I enjoyed this one. All right, let's go back more. Going to Chitara. I think I'm gonna have to. Again, I look at some of these the second time through, and I'm like, man, I gotta pull back on some of these patterns here. I gotta change that pattern around. But yeah, this is Chitara. Of course, she's rocking her staff. Yeah, I think she looks good. She's got the cool face paint that I think they made specifically for you to make her in this game, because it's very, very close to what she looks like in the cartoon as far as face paint goes. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I try to make these with a very huge nod to their source, and I try to give them my own little flair on it as well. I like how if you look at these kind of this way, they almost look like cat heads. They got like the ears and the mouth there. I don't know how well, if you can see it. It might just be me trying to make it make sense to me, but I thought it made sense for the armor. I thought it looked good. Yeah, I gave her the staff. She's rocking the staff in the cartoon. She's a speedster as well. She runs really fast because, the whole cheetah thing. But yeah, I was pretty happy with this one. I thought it turned out pretty good. Now these two are the ones that I love very much, and I'm gonna hop over and I'm gonna show you Lionel first, because Panthro was probably my favorite one out of the bunch that I made here. And I know I was gonna save him for last, yada yada yada, but anyways, yep, Lionel of the Thundercats. Yeah, this is him. And like I said, I had just got done watching the new run, the reimagining, I guess I'd like to call it. And I guess that's the one I kind of was looking at more as opposed to the 80s one. I went more for the 80s colors, that shades of blue that he has, and but it's not really armor what he wears on that one. And the new one, the newer one, he doesn't wear a lot of armor either. He's still just rocking the sword of Ohms and the lion's paw. But yeah, this is the one I got here. I chose that same sword. I'm still hope people know which sword this is, but it's close to get to the sword of Ohms. He's got the eyes, because the eyes of Thundera kind of thing. I picked that one, and I like the look on it. And he's got the whole lion belt there, which is cool. The gauntlet in the one hand. Pretty proud of the face makeup as well. So the face makeup was good. I for a minute there, I just kind of gave him, like, I was trying to make them look cat-like with some, like, different layering and whatnot, and then I realized, no, this needs to be different. I need to go about it in a different way, and I need to throw something else together. And then I went and looked back at my source, and I was like, okay, this is more what they got going on. All right, let me see here. So that's Lionel. Oh, the Thundercats. Panthro. Pretty proud of this guy here. I thought out of everybody, I was right on the money with this one. I thought just the look. He's got the cool, like, kung fu kind of style ninja pants, and he's got the tabi boots on, which I know I think he's barefooted just like all of them, but I put these bottoms on him, and I'm like, this just goes perfectly. And I know he's wearing he's got a tiger on his leg, but it's a cat. It's a big cat, so I thought, that still works. It still works for me. I like it. I may not be spot on, but this is probably my favorite one out of the bunch. I thought he looked the most like the character, like, recognizable. And damn it, he looks really good with the nunchucks. Like, he looks really cool with the nunchucks on him. And I thought Panther was always one of the cooler ones. He was always laid back and he was ready to fight, but he was also like, I'm down, but I want to kind of, like, just kind of hang out too. Yeah, Panther. Booyah. All right. I think we're gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna break this off into a second part video where I'm gonna show you the rest of my 80s characters. So hopefully you like this video and you're gonna come back and watch the other. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Later, guys.